Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to Happy Hour.
Yay.
Let's get the happy light on. There. Woohoo. Welcome, everybody. And hey, just a brief announcement for anybody who may be interested. Hay House is having a tarot, they're calling it a tarot masterclass, and a lot of it is free. You can pay like, I don't know, it's like 19 bucks, 20 bucks to get a VIP pass that allows you to participate in Zoom, Zoom presentations. But it's free. So, if you're interested in learning more about tarot, go to hayhouse.com and sign up. It's going from May 1st through May 8th, and there's some nice named people out there. Some of the great creator decks that I use, like MJ Coulinane will be there. Colette Baron-Reed is adding a video. Phyllis Currat is also either providing a video or doing a presentation. Seriously, what you got to lose? So, hayhouse.com.
Absolutely.
Hi, Preeti.
Hello. So welcome to Happy Hour, everybody, where you get a one-card message with uplifting, divine, whatever you want to call that, importance for you for today or for the week.
For the week ahead. I like to keep people happy all week if we can.
That's right.
That's right. So let's see what we get. It's kind of like our daily messages, Oracles that I put out once a week, to me, should be the energy for the week. And modality is for the modality season, right, Mr. O? So happy hour, the card we pull should be for the week ahead.
Okay.
And we are doing, and Mr. O has to work, so what am I wasting time here? The Good Tarot. We are using Colette Baron-Reed's deck, speaking of Colette, and we will have Mr. O pick one out for us. They're always read upright. This is where the collective. What you got?
Always read upright.
Yep.
So it's the High Priestess.
Ooh. How interesting, Mr. O.
Why?
Oh, wait. Did I drop the... I thought I dropped the High Priestess down there.
No,
it
it was
the Ace of Wands,
Wands, yes.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that flame over the third eye always gets me. All right, so we have the High Priestess, a nice card for today. Mystery. Some things are not meant to be known intellectually, but are meant to be experienced through intuition. This card reminds me to trust that I have access to higher wisdom and knowing when I tune in and trust my vibes. This is a time when mysteries will be revealed and I can grow as a result. And it's interesting and timely because yesterday our card of the day was the Moon card, which has a fairly similar message when reversed, is that things are about to be revealed. Things that were a mystery, will surface now and you'll be able to move forward. And so the High Priestess is saying, if your gut is telling you something is right, something is wrong, why aren't you listening? Why aren't you trusting your gut? Spirit says this is a time to trust the messages that you are receiving. You can't go wrong if you trust yourself.
Hi, Angel Rivera.
Hey, Angel Rivera. See you. All right. Anything you want to add to that, High Priestess, Mr.
Well, I love the High Priestess because, of course, it talks about being in touch with your deepest, most intuitive feelings. Sometimes this represents the idea that you could be looking for knowledge or you are, in fact, accessing knowledge. It's about the subconscious in a way. I always like it when somebody does a reading for me and says, oh, you know whatever you need to know at an intuitive level, it just comes to you. Well, sure, but but the high priestess is maybe a little bit towards that idea that sometimes you grok something just when you need to, or you grok it in just the way you need to. You understand it. It's an imprint of some sort. Yes, moving on.
That's what we have for the collective. So let's move on to the individual cards for everybody. I think Angel Mary is first. Yes,
Correct.
Angel Mary's first. Mr. O, go ahead and shuffle. Sunny has returned, as if I thought he wouldn't. Shadow was here briefly, but there was no room with Sunny here, as you can see.
Yeah, I didn't pull out the extra table to spread it out. I just figured this is happy hour. We're just going to bam and go.
Bam and go, because he's got to go to work today.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I am still waiting on a deck that I backed on Kickstarter well over a year ago. And they were supposed to be shipping it, and I paid for shipping, and that was a real clunky process. And I'm still waiting. I don't know where it is. I'm kind of miffed.
All right, Angel Mary. It's the Page of Cups.
Yay! Well, you know, there are times for really focusing our attention on the here and now, and, you know, plowing through your work, getting through your day. And then Spirit says there are times like these where you should take a little time to daydream. Let your imagination run a little wild, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think, Angel Mary, this is a creative time for you, a time for you to come up with new thoughts, new ideas, finding new enjoyable activities to do. It's just a really happy-go-lucky card in my mind, but also it's one of a lot of creativity, and you know, that can only lead to better things.
Spirit says you're drawn to be a daydreamer today.
Daydream.
You're likely to find creativity in the things that your thoughts mull over, perhaps for today, perhaps for all week. You're in a creative cycle, and you may be actually experiencing this sort of in an out-of-body sense, that you heavily resonate towards some creative imagery you're seeing, and it's almost like you can experience it on other sensory levels as well. So this is like an intuitive moment for you. This is very much a mystical moment of daydreaming.
I love it. I love this card. And also, we just spoke about the High Priestess.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of intuition packed into this card as well. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised this week if certain things that you see, you realize maybe there is a hidden message in that for you, you know. So let your intuition run wild as well.
All right.
That's what we have for you, Angel Mary. Good luck with that.
And Jagdeep is up.
All right, Jagdeep. Hey, good morning.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Enjoying another gray morning over here.
And thank you for watching our other videos and your comments. It's very nice to
Oh yes, thank you,
hear
Jagdeep.
that. Thank
It's
you.
nice to see that.
We always appreciate the feedback.
All right.
I saw you there.
I was going to cut them.
I know, because
Well-
we have two different styles between our shows, you know.
But, you know, we could do that. We could cut down time if we get really busy and just one of us shuffle and cut back
Well,
and forth.
Yeah, the cut could be between us, the shuffle not. Or something. We'll have to
something.
work it out.
Let's make it as complicated as possible, right? Even though we're trying to make it less complicated.
Don't get too close to that wood chipper, Violet. Oh, you meant chipper as in that.
Well, only a Scorpio could come up with that.
It's
All right.
true.
Hey, it's the Ace of Swords.
Jagdeep, you have the Ace of Swords. Hi, Anthony.
Anthony, good morning to you.
Good morning. I guess it really is morning for you. It's probably about 7 in the morning. So, Jagdeep, the Ace of Swords says, perhaps, Spirit says, this is the time for you to begin something new, an undertaking maybe where you really can apply a lot of your personal motivation, but also this personal strengths you bring, you know, of various sorts. It's not just necessarily about physical strength, but there could be some determination, there could be some sense of how you employ knowledge, things like that.
So, you know, it's funny, Jack Deep, sometimes in certain traditions, the swords are fire, right? Not air, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
And so, you know, but you know, we traditionally look at the swords as air, you know, the element of air, governed by the element of air. But I would say in this case that your intellect is on fire right now. That's why I'm bringing in the fire analogy here,
Symbology,
you know.
yeah.
I feel here that, you know, this is a time to be very open and receptive to new ideas, new thoughts, you know, wherever, you know, your mind takes you, go with it. This is the beginning of a time of a spark of intellectualism where, you know, you could do a lot of study, self-study, even self-analysis, but, you know, allow your mind to be open to whatever, you know, knowledge it's receiving right now. Knowledge is power.
Many of the cards, especially in the context of how we're reading, have a two-way quality. They could be talking about things coming to you or things you are projecting outward. And so this idea here is sort of a sense of penetration of knowledge or of light, you know, finding out things or being able to share that or to probe into other things. So it's all very good. It's like scientific exploration in a way.
Right, you know, and hey, sometimes, I mean, we can really be stimulated and get great joy out of learning something new, out of embracing new ideas and new thoughts. So that's where, you know, Spirit is leading you this week. Good luck with that. Fiber magic is up. Hey, Fiber.
Right,
Happy Beltane, blessed Beltane to those who celebrate. It's a great time of year. We had such fun Beltane celebrations in the past.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the chat earlier.
Goodness.
Well, having a private spot to use gave us a lot of advantages in various ways. And it was a large spot. It was about 40 acres. It was heavily wooded.
Had trails.
There were
paths.
trails. There was a spring-fed pond that he had enhanced. The owner had enhanced. And
well, a little cold for Beltane, but other times of the year it worked well.
Over time, people like ourselves and maybe another group or two built little mystical shrines there.
You're welcome, Jagdeep.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we put a Kuan Yin statue there and created a Kuan Yin shrine. It's just a beautiful area.
It was off the beaten path from where most of the activities were, so we would incorporate it into a celebration for Kuan Yin where we would actually journey with her. And, you know, a meditation I was using had a bridge analogy, crossing a bridge with Kuan Yin. And there was a little bridge over a little small creek, so I would kind of time the meditation so we could do it that way. It was very cool.
Memories, Beltane memories and other.
Now we are old and arthritic, and it's hard to dance around the maypole.
Or carry one.
Or carry one, right, because we used to. Well, that's something we can talk about some other time, perhaps. But for Fiber,
wow, Fiber,
the wheel.
What up here?
Hi, Libra.
Hey, Libra.
Good morning. So, Fiber, you get the Wheel of Fortune. This card says Spirit wants you to relate strongly to the cycles of the year of nature, which is something you're about to do. It's really saying, like, a premonition or a prognostication of good luck for you, of good fortune, of things just sort of spinning into focus for you, and you maybe being able to work with that energy and move it to where it needs to go.
Wow, Fiber, hey, maybe some of that energy will bleed off to Carl as well, because, it is funny, you get that card while you are on your way to celebrate a turn of the wheel. I think that's fascinating right there and timely, and I think that you will certainly be enjoying your celebration today, but not only that, it's what you take away from it. You're taking away some good vibes, you're taking away some, things that will engender positive energy for you moving forward in the week ahead. Maybe lucky occurrences will happen, being at the right place at the right time. But there's synchronistic elements to the wheel, of course, and good luck. This is a very fortunate time for you, Spirit says.
And we've mentioned Beltane, which for Wiccans or some pagans is this time of year. For those who may not know much about it, symbolically, many of us look at it as the symbolic marriage of the god and goddess that we see embracing divine spirit for us.
And that we see also in the growth that's, that's happening in nature at this time, the fertility, everything blooming again, everything coming to life, and it's because of the marriage between the god and the goddess and, Mother Earth, Father Sky. I love it.
Yes.
I do.
I'll have to share more of the memories somewhere.
We're on Carl now. Let's see what Carl can get.
Oh, I know it's going to be symbolic.
Uh-oh.
If KC was here, I know what would happen.
Are you trying to channel me shuffling a certain card? You shuffled, right?
No, I shuffle next.
Oh. So. Well, let's see what you can put into the mix here. All right. Hey, Siama.
Hi, Siama.
Okay, we have some announcements to make, and some people may have left already, so we better get them out there now. There is no live stream this Thursday evening because Mr. O has an engagement. We are going to move the show to Friday. Cinco de Mayo, live tarot, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also because we are going to be at the bakery next week doing readings live there, happy hour either is going to be moved or canceled. Have we decided?
We could probably do it later in the afternoon. We just haven't.
We haven't firmed
totally
up the
decided.
time yet.
Yeah.
It might have to be 4 to 5. I think that might work better because we're going to be reading from 11 to 2. So.
All right. So this one's for Carl.
Well, Carl, you've got the 4 of Cups.
Oh, wow. Nice. 4 of Cups.
The 4 of Cups is a card of, in a way, it's a card of stepping back. I like this card because in a way, doesn't it reflect like a seasonal element here? Or there's just something...
Well, 4 seasons, yeah.
There's something about it here with all the different colorations that reminds me of kind of that things are changing up. But, often there's a pause between. And I feel here that what it's saying right now, Carl, is this is a time of contemplation, a time of sitting back, maybe a time of letting go of some of the responsibilities, as you look at what you have on your plate already and determining what your next move is going to be. Opportunities are there for you, but you know what? We don't have to take them all. Sometimes we want to just lay back and enjoy a nice celebration like Beltane.
I really love this card.
Yeah,
A
I
big
do too.
reason is that the figure in the card reminds me of a friend of mine, Catherine. It looks exactly like her in a way, just kind of that pensive quality. And of course, she's a believer in the old ways. So I could sort of see that idea saying, like, thinking about what else is out there, but knowing that something else is really important that is coming to you. So it is sort of premonitionary in a way too, that whatever bounty or blessings you're hoping to receive or you're thinking you're going to receive, you have to focus on them. You have to kind of be really devoted there. And so it's about finding the way to express that light, to grow that. All right.
It's an awesome card. I love the 4 because, every so often we need a little bit of that downtime. But just because it's downtime doesn't mean that nothing's happening. You're processing, you're thinking of future plans or thoughts, and hey, maybe you're just drifting off into space too, and that's okay. All right, that's what we have for you, Carl. Good luck with that.
Have a great belting.
Have fun, you guys.
Oh, back and forth a bit, Anthony.
It's been nasty. It's been way below average. Well, I won't say way, but it's been below average temperature-wise. And though we've had a few sunny days, it's been so gloomy and rainy, drizzly off and on during days, sometimes heavier rain.
Mr. O is personally affected by weather on occasion, and the gloominess has just made me feel a little bit tired-ish. And we worked out yesterday, and I thought sometimes I feel refreshed. No, I feel tired. I got to go to work today.
He could focus on the grill today. That sounds great. There's a zen to that.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Gee, I wish I was going to a Beltane. We are invited to one, but we just can't make it. It's just bad timing because it's on the weekend when we're doing all our shows and stuff.
Yeah. And also,
Hi, Chino.
wanted to add, Anthony, that I think the UP is having a flooding problem right now. A lot of snow melt had been happening there, and it's been causing some issues in the Upper Peninsula.
Overall, I think our lake water levels are definitely up.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're where we need to be for the most part. There might be a few small patches of drought in the state, but I think, like you in California, we've recouped. So, I think you guys have more than recouped. Is it my shuffle?
I think it's mine, and it's Kara.
And it's Kara.
Hey,
Let's
Kara.
move on. All right.
No sinking of the mail. I love mail
Wait a
on my
minute. Did we
sandwiches.
do Rashmi? It's Kara and then Rashmi. Got it.
Yeah, I bet you do, Anthony. I remember hearing about that a few weeks ago. Last
Yeah,
month.
yours is far worse, but I don't know. I heard there was some, I think not Gretchen. Yeah, Gretchen was involved in it in some way. I don't know if she was getting some resources up there. So there were some issues, definitely.
I would like a spicy mayo, but I would also like a spicy mango.
Well, we got to get some Mexican food this week, I think.
We should try to.
Cinco de Mayo. There's a place we've been wanting to try.
There are a number of Mexican-style restaurants around where we live at, so we're never going to eat from all of them.
Well,
really.
we are.
But we could try.
We are
Hi,
south
Andrea.
of Detroit, and in the southwest of Detroit is Mexican town. We used to go to restaurants there all the time, but downriver here, we have a lot. We
There's
have
a lot.
fair
Well,
amount.
there is probably a noticeable Latino kind of population down here, so yeah. I have a friend at work who tells me where all the best restaurants of any sort are. So she's told me about a nice Mexican restaurant that's not very far from here.
Yeah.
We haven't tried it yet.
I'm surprised. We're usually on it.
The Sriracha stuff is too hot.
Sriracha.
Too hot for me. I would die.
I like it hot, but I have my limits. Or my gut does these days. But
I know it's pretty wild.
I do like it hot.
All right, Kara. So, 6 of Pentacles.
Yeah, Scorpio eclipse on the same day. That's right. It's coming up in my material matters.
I'm
I
a Scorpio.
mentioned that. Oh, what do we got?
We have the Six of Pentacles for Kara,
Kara.
and I think this
I
is
love
saying
it.
Spirit wants you to kind of grease the wheels a little bit. That Spirit says that there's a flow that could come to you, but you got to help it. So you kind of got to, give a little to get a little kind of thing. And, I'm thinking of a new moon spell I heard about where, you get some new pennies from the bank just minted, and you walk into your house at dark and you just throw the pennies in before you walk over the door, and you leave them there for one whole lunar month. You got to do it on the new moon and keep them there till the next lunar moon, and it's supposed to bring you good luck and money.
Okay. And so, Kara, you may be noticing this already. I feel that, you realize that when you put stuff out there, when you put positive energy out there, it comes back. It comes back, And so, I just love this even exchange, this even flow. Spirit is saying right now, this is what you need to strive for, this in your life. And you may have noticed this in some things you're doing already, It's sometimes, well, hey, let's look at social media for an example here. You put out negative stuff, or you put out some controversial stuff, and you may get hit back with the same. You put out good stuff, you get hit back with the same, more than likely. Now, that is not to say there isn't somebody out there who's going to rain on your parade, but more often than not, what you put out there, you're going to get back. So Spirit is saying, make sure you put things of value out there, because Spirit wants to give it right back to you.
And it's kind of a spiritual placebo in a way, because a lot of people say, oh, it's this law of attraction, it's this threefold law. It's whatever law works for you that you feel in your heart. So if you feel it's a threefold law, it is. But if you just feel it's what goes around, comes around, you're good too.
There's so many ways to describe it. I like to use the word reciprocity too.
Like attracts like.
Just, doing things that engender, a good return. A good return on your investment,
Is it my turn first? I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm at a loss, but I do know we're on Rashmi now.
That's
Hi,
right.
Rashmi.
Hi, Rashmi. And remind everybody
Welcome,
that if
Kara.
you're awake somewhere around 3 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, we are doing, in a couple of days, our TFT at the witching hour.
So for all you people who cannot sleep or in a different time zone than ours, you can join us.
That's going to be Monday, May 1st at 3 a.m. our time. So I'm not sure what time it is for other time zones, but we plan on setting that alarm clock and being there.
And we will have the set ready to go, because, goodness, I am not putting anything together at that hour.
No, you forgot. We have your phone number, so we're going to call you at 2:45 and wake you up.
Oh, man.
No, we're not.
You're on your own for that one. Oh, Violet. That's quite all right.
You're not going to take one for the team?
We don't pay her enough for that.
I get it.
All right.
All right, Rashmi.
All right.
And you have the Queen of Cups, Rashmi.
Yay! Queen of Cups. Somebody was saying today to me, because we have the Queen of Swords as our card of the day, that lots of queens have been coming up lately in people's cards of the day. And so here's a great one, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is somebody, Rashmi, this may be a time where you experience either kindness from others, or you give kindness to others. This is a time to nurture, whether it's your family, whether it's whether it's, people you work with, whatever the case may be, somebody might need a little bit of loving care right now. Maybe they have some issues in their life they're struggling with. You could be that shoulder for them. Or vice versa. If you need a shoulder to cry on, Spirit is saying, they're there for you as well. So I just love it too, because in a sense here, there is this exchange of energy going on too. It reminds me in some ways of that Six of Pentacles, but maybe a little less physical. It's more of a spiritual give and take here, And, kindness always gets returned. It just does. Maybe in ways we can't always realize.
In a way, this card sort of is an avatar, the suggestion of an avatar for the truly divine feminine that you might find within yourself, or that you see in everyone and therefore you realize is a part of yourself. I mean, we have all these qualities, whether it's a divine male or female, and Spirit is saying, Rajmi, that this is a time for you to kind of immerse yourself in the quality of your emotional care for whatever it is, even if you don't have a number of people in your life that you feel this unbounded love for, even if it's just, a pet you might have, or for the garden you grow in your backyard. Take the time to feel that sense of love and care for something that's outside of yourself, and realize that as you project that outward, it will also come back to you, nourishing you. And there's a lot of nourishment there.
You know what, Rashmi? I think one of the main things to keep in mind here is that when you open your heart, you open your soul as well. And I feel here too, this could be a very intuitive sign for you, time for you, where you're very empathic and you just seem to pick up, what other people are feeling, which can be very important.
Yeah, the intuition is very highlighted because of this card.
So good luck with that.
All right, so that's what we have for you. And Raven?
Buenas up, hey. Good to see you. Deserve a raise, cough, cough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mr. O's trying to think of a scorpionic reply, I can tell. No, she's probably right.
Well, 5% of nothing is... We could have a shareholder program.
Can we now?
Yeah, else we need our
shareholders. Hey. Let's see what we have for... Oh, Raven, that's right.
And you have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is telling you this is a time Spirit wants you to kind of take aim in a way. What you're taking aim at is maybe goals you've been thinking about, or maybe it's just about progress in general down a path you're going. But there seems to be a sense of precision here. Spirit says know, or you will know exactly what you're trying to achieve, and feel the energy that can take you towards that target.
Yes, this is a time Spirit wants you to take all your energy, your enthusiasm, your motivation, and focus it. Focus it on your heart's desire, be it, in love, be it in your career, whatever the case may be it in your artistry, if you are a creator. This is a time to focus it on something and really move it forward, propel it forward. There's a lot of energy to be used, and when we are doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, that's fine, but this is a time to take it all and focus it on one clear goal or objective in your life and move it forward. And Spirit will support you on that.
And there's a lot of stream of consciousness about this, that this is just really saying you're on a wave, you're in a moment. So there may not be a lot of time for you to really think about this. You're just sort of moving along with the moment. But it's not like there's caution needed. It's like just a sense of sureness and security that you're moving towards what you want.
You know, it's interesting, this card's interpretation, because we often see the wands all together going in the same direction. These are going in the same direction, but they're scattered about here. Another aspect of this card, Rowan, is that maybe this is also suggesting this may be a time this week to connect with others of a like mind. There's a lot of communication involved in this card as well. So connecting with others of a like mind that share the same ideas, goal, or purpose might be really beneficial for you at this time. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right. And we are on Preeti now.
Hey, Preeti.
Hi, Preeti. Just going to briefly mention that the Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges came out yesterday. It's a week-long look at what's going on for the emotional qualities of your life. It's based on the elemental signs of the zodiac. So check that out on our YouTube channel. And tomorrow morning, Banshee does likewise for the material matters, the ideas about how you can focus on your success keys in business, education, finance. And that's on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
All right. Hey, it came up, didn't it?
It did.
I dropped that card when I was putting the cards together today. It's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Speaking of, sparks of inspiration here. Holy cow. It's right there. So Preeti, this is a time for you to really not just think the thoughts, but do something with them. You know, you may have some ideas in mind that you need to put into practice now. You need to initiate. You know, the aces are all about beginning something, starting something new. So this is starting something that, maybe you've been thinking about doing for some time now.
Exactly. It's an Ace of Wands for you, and I think this is saying there's really just something that's going to begin very vibrantly. This has a lot of energy. This may be artistic, but it's more likely just to be something that really will expand you personally with other people and other situations that may be connected to your career, your livelihood, or networking in general situations you may be in. It's just a really good way of saying that you have a lot of energy at this time to complete goals or to begin new goals.
Well, it's interesting with this Ace of Wands again. These cards, this Light Seers Tarot. Oh, by the way, with Hay House, Chris Ann, who created the Light Seers Tarot, is also one of the presenters, either with a video or a Zoom thing. I'm not sure which. But honestly, this deck, So when you look at this here, you see the flames, you see the fire. Is she sweating? Is this also just the fact that she is able to take that fire and tame it? Tame it and bring it to reality now. In other words, it's burning up inside of your head. It's time to bring it out, is what Spirit is saying, and tame it and do something with it.
Well, maybe it's like an analogy for controlled fusion. And, everybody's trying to find this ultimate power source, but maybe it's within ourselves. That ultimate power is within ourselves. We don't have to dig it up out of the ground and refine it to use it. We just need to dig into ourselves.
Yeah. So, honestly, I love this deck.
All right. So that's
what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And Angel Rivera is up next.
And by the way, Hay House is having a tarot sale, at least for those who sign up for the course, but I think it's on their site anyway. You could get the Light Seers Tarot if you don't have it at a discount.
You're welcome, Preeti.
And a few other decks as well. That Paradise deck I have, which is a Caribbean style deck, I bought it at full price somewhere. It is like $12 now. So I really like Hay House. They're one of my favorite publishers. But then again, I like a lot of publishers.
Don't you?
You know.
Resisting the temptation to say something.
Okay, Angel Rivera. Yeah, as we were looking at where are we going to put all these decks next. Well, I have some radical ideas. So he's not going to like them. I'm just going to get started on it.
The most radical idea. Stop buying so many.
Well, there's a few things coming, Mr. O. But, you know, they are winding down a little bit. I'm not as...
Oh, is that like that one commercial for the COPD medication?
Are you shuffling?
I already did.
I thought I cut last time.
I know you did, but it doesn't matter. And Violet, where were you? You were supposed to keep track.
No, you're not. Ignore him.
And that's why there's no race.
It's not part of your contract.
And that's why there's no race. But I'm happy. All right, Angel.
Your invisible contract. What? Oh,
thank you, Angel.
What do we got there?
The Page of Wands.
Oh, yeah. That carefree Page of Wands. It just, looks so carefree or happy. There's an exuberance here. But, it's because of something that's coming your way, something new. Spirit is saying, this is a time for new beginnings to occur in your life, whether they're new projects or goals, something to direct your energy at, and it's going to bring you a lot of, I don't know about joy, it's not like the Page of Cups here, but what I do think it's going to really set you on fire in a way. It's going to make you feel really alive. There's life in that card. It's just so...
Yeah, I sort of feel like this is saying there's news coming to you, and it's good news, of course. It's about growthful things, but it's also news that you have to participate in, that maybe the news will suggest that you have to also spread this far and wide yourself. So it sounds like it's a pyramid scheme, maybe, but maybe it's a good pyramid scheme because it's about, it's like, now you have to go out and tell 10 people, and then they tell 10 people, and then So I just feel like whatever this opportunity is, it involves you sharing it with a number of people, and that there may be a lot of I'm not sure what the word is, multiplying effects though on this. Like it is some sort of growing enterprise.
Oh, there's no such thing as a good pyramid scheme. Scorpios can find a way to, spin anything.
Well, so when they give you more offers to buy books or cards or things, that's not good? You don't have to say yes.
I do.
We're not talking about you, dear.
Oh, well. Anyway, ignore the pyramid scheme part of this. I feel, anyway, look at that. That's a circle. There's no pyramid in that card. So I would just say...
No beginning and never ending.
Well, in a sense, I wonder here, that whatever you set in motion may indeed... take, be something that is long term. Maybe I want to say that. Maybe it goes beyond the bounds of this 1 week reading.
Violet says you shuffle first for Anthony.
Okay, I will. And yeah, it's about time.
That you shuffle first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. That's one I want. So I probably will do that too, Violet, but I'm getting the, what is it called? I keep forgetting the names of these things. Oh my gosh, and by the way, if you watch Material Matters tomorrow, there's some major bloopers at the end of the announcements. I has lost my mind, I think.
I'm the one who needs a raise because I have to do all of that editing.
But at any rate, it was kind of funny. Senior moments abound. But, so I forget, This Might Hurt Tarot, I think it's called, is coming next week. Thank you, Violet. Yes, that's the one. I keep wanting to say, like our show, Where Does It Hurt? So, too much hurt out there. But it looks like a good deck, and I can't wait. So I'm excited about that. I'm also getting a couple of indie books.
You shuffle first, but you don't cut.
See, there's another senior moment for you. I'm also getting a couple of books from MJ Cullinane. And, I don't buy a lot of books that are physical, but she's got workbook style books. Although this one is really interesting to me. She's got interpretations in it for different pairings of her Crow Oracle. And I just wanted that one. It's going to be really interesting to work with. And then she's got another one that is more of a workbook style, broader interpretation of her, I think it's the Crow Tarot. So I ended up buying those from her. She's also going to expand my favorite feminist deck, the Roar Oracle. She's adding cards for the LGBTQIA community, more of them. I don't know when that's going to come out. And next year, she's coming out with a Ghost Tarot. Cannot wait. It might be called Unfinished Business. I'm not sure. But anyway, all right.
Okay, Anthony.
Anthony, another queen has arrived. And it's our
Queen
card of the day today on
right.
social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Queen of Swords. Sometimes Spirit says, and it, regardless of how people feel, you gotta set feelings aside, even though this is happy hour, and make the tough decisions, make the tough calls, People will respect you more for that. If we cater to what people want to hear or what people, expect, rather than what's really, truly needed, that doesn't earn you respect. This earns respect. And so sometimes Spirit says you have to, set some boundaries. You may have to make some tough decisions that affect people. And, this is not saying to be heartless now. No, not at happy hour. And never with the Queen of Swords upright. She does what's right for all.
It's absolutely correct. The words I feel strongly coming from this. Hi, Sally. We can add you, of course.
We're only doing a single card today, Sally. It's the happy hour.
The Queen of Swords is a peacekeeper. So no matter how the decision has to go, whether there are people who really feel their interests weren't taken into account, there still is peace. That somehow the way the Queen of Swords energy decides things, and I think this is more of a personal card for you. This isn't your interactions with other people. This is Anthony saying how I'm going to decide this course that I need to face up to really will bring peace and understanding. It may not bring exactly what I want, or it may be just building on it. So I sort of think like this decision or this quality of that is sort of a stepping stone towards something else that still is a little way off for you. But I see it as being a really essentially good card.
And the queen here is very smart, very intellectual, very on top of her game. But you know what? Look at her pose here. She's thinking. And maybe, in fact, she's learning from others as well. She knows that she never stops learning. And so, but also that sometimes you have to take that knowledge and apply it appropriately and make the decisions that are right for you.
Are you thinking about more education? Are you thinking about going back for more coursework of some sort? That's what I'm thinking maybe the card could mean, or that
could.
maybe but it's down the line, you're just sort of getting it framed. Anyway.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Good to see you here today, Anthony.
And I shuffle first this time. Who's that?
Okay, we will cut the list with Sally, though. Sally will be last on the list, Violet. So that's it for happy hour, because Mr. O's got to get to work. I've said it. I'm going to try to stick with it.
I can always just get up and go, and I will have to at some point. I don't know if that comes,
But we're fine. I mean, we're really nearing the bottom of the list here.
I had a sense of that for some reason. I don't know why.
Ah, interesting. Okay, Anthony. Wow, interesting. Well, Queen of Swords says think about it.
Dr. Tony. And for you.
All right.
All right, and so it's Libra. Very nice.
Yes, it is. Hey, Libra. Let's see what we have for you.
And Libra gets the moon.
Ooh. Well, that was our card yesterday, but reversed. Still.
Spirit may say that this is a time where things don't seem to be totally clear, but there's not a sense of needing to know. There sort of is a serenity in understanding that some of this, what you're going through, may just resolve on its own in a secular kind of way. The moon cycles. And so the card could be saying, trust, let go. She's letting herself go. Maybe she's going all the way to the bottom, or maybe she's just sort of suspended there so she can still view and think about what's coming, what's going on there. She may not understand everything, but she has a sense that nothing is going to be harmful.
Well, Spirit definitely, Libra, wants you to take that dive. And when we take that dive, it can be allegorical, metaphorical, whatever, but it's also about really seeing beneath the surface of things. And so, you might be hearing things from people, you might be getting something off their body language, but what are they really saying? What is below the surface, And sometimes it's hard to discern. It's a mystery. And so, this is a time where maybe you'll be dabbling into the mysteries. It wouldn't surprise me, Libra, if at one of our next shows you ask, what is the squirrel's message for me? Or what does my dream mean? Because, I think that maybe some vague signs or things might be coming to you that you're going to need to take a closer look at.
So Spirit wants you to be comfortable with the idea that maybe something is about to unfold for you. Something that was mysterious may no longer be so mysterious in the near future.
Well, and as Madonna once sang, life is a mystery.
Express yourself.
So, enjoy the mysteries. All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And Banshee shuffles first.
Yes, that's why I pulled the cards towards me. Clever, no?
Clever, no. And it's Siama.
It is. Hi, Siama. Oh, I didn't see Andrea sneak in. All right. We'll get Andrea on my list. Or I'll just go with Violet's at this point. Wow, that's a plan.
It's a good plan.
It's a good plan. All right.
I shuffle.
I know.
I know you know.
I knew it.
I know you know.
I knew it this time.
That is correct, Violet.
I missed Jano when they snuck in too, but I did add them. I say snuck in, but you just came in. I just didn't see it. All right. Okay, Siama. Hey, it's the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is here for a reason. Spirit wants to let you know, that though maybe parts of your journey have been difficult, maybe you have had your struggles from time to time, you are finally achieving, you are getting close to the end of a cycle of that. You're finally moving, on more solid footing, solid ground. Oh, Mr. O, is there enough to warm me up?
Yes, there is. Is this time for me to jump in?
No, it is not. But so this is a time where you are more solid ground. Maybe you're finding, maybe you, and Spirit wants to say that whenever your burdens get tough or difficult, there is no shame in asking or looking for some help. Hey, whether it's counseling, whether it's with, actual work that you need to do, whether it's just guidance on direction and what what you want to do, accomplish next. Whatever the case may be, never be afraid to ask for help and support, including from Spirit. And look at that, you're right in time.
Siama, when I see this card on Happy Hour, I often feel that what Spirit is saying is that you have done well and that Spirit has noticed your progress and that what seemed harder got increasingly easier for you, and you were coming down the path and you were also making it easier for those who followed you. So Spirit is saying that even if you don't realize it, the work you may be doing really helps others. And in removing burdens from yourself through this process, you are also helping or showing others how they can do it for themselves.
Sally is our neighbor in Ohio. Yay!
Oh, that's right. I think you mentioned it before, Sally.
I missed that before, but that's awesome. Yeah, our weather is really cold and it has been gloomy a lot and rainy. Today we might have a little bit of sun peeking through. It looks a little brighter out there, but there's rain in the forecast every day next week except for Wednesday.
Well, Sally, we just thought we would mention real quickly, too, that there's no Happy Hour next week because we're reading cards live in Trenton, Michigan area. So I don't know how far that is from you in Ohio, but...
Trying to drum up the business. But anyway, that's what we have for you, Siama. Good luck with that. And we're moving on to, I believe it's Andrea.
Yes, it is.
And I shuffle first.
I think so. No, Sunny's here.
Mr. O, you mean Happy Hour will be late next week. That's right.
We're going to keep you guessing.
No, we
It'll
are going
to. It'll be late.
It'll probably be at 4 p.m. That's my thought. Because we need just some time to settle back in. Really,
Jano is next,
where we
not
are
Andrea.
reading cards at is only like 10 minutes away from us at most.
Jano is next.
Oh, Jano is next? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jano is next. Thank you, Violet.
Thank you.
I am sorry, Lena. You are too late today. We are unable to read for you.
Yeah, Mr. O's got to get
Mr.
out.
O has to work, so you'll have to catch us another time.
Sorry.
All right.
Didn't we just do this?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Yeah, because I did the Ten of Wands. So you messed it up again. You messed it up.
It's good to see you again too, Anthony. We always think about you.
Think about a lot of you.
Yeah.
Seriously, we do. And when people disappear, we think, where are they? We miss them.
All right. So, Jano, this card is for you.
It's the world. Hey. Speaking of a circle, you know how that page of wands had that wand going in a circle here? Well, look, she's walking through. And so, Jano, this is a time to of completion. Something in your life is drawing to a close. Generally, that's supposed to be a good thing, okay? So that you can move on to something else. Now is the time to, consider what your next journey is going to be, because you are finishing a cycle now.
Well, Mr. O says,
congratulations.
Clear the decks for action. That's what this card means for me. Clear the decks. Because Spirit says you're about to move into something different. It may not be totally wildly different, but it's really mostly that it's moving from some sense of completion or success or a quality like that. Something has ended and you realize that there's a spin-off point. It may, like I said, may not be a total departure, but it's something that will be able for you to maybe push yourself even further. There's sort of a sense of light coming down there. Something's inspiring you to even do more, to go back and do the sequel or whatever that is.
So definitely finish up, tidy up loose ends, and look forward to new adventures to come. It's like the world leads back to the Fool again. So it's time to start over. I shouldn't say start over, start anew.
And it's always starting on the success or the completion of other things. So it's never like it's a total new thing. It's always kind of carrying the seeds of your growth or your foundation of strength.
And take care, Lena. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right. So that's what we had for Jano. We're on Andrea now. Am I right? Do I have it right? At the end of the show, at least? I don't have that right.
Yay, Andrea. Oh, look at that.
What?
My battery is low.
How did that happen?
Because it's unplugged. It came unplugged. While you shuffle, I will plug it back in. I remind everybody that we're here tomorrow, 2 to 4 p.m.
Whoa. I'll try to shuffle.
Come on, baby, please start charging up again. There we go. And ram. And you get the King of Swords.
Wow.
The King of Swords is definitely totally in charge of decisions that have to be made, especially important ones. But it's more likely that the King of Swords is about an energy that instills confidence in everyone else. And so Spirit is saying, act like a leader, even if your personal doings or relationships with people don't necessarily say, oh, Andrea, you're taking the leader role this time around. This is just really saying a sense of strength and wisdom within yourself is there. Spirit wants you to kind of fan those flames a little bit. The swords are always about clarity. To some degree, they're about sound, logical decisions or thinking. Spirit is saying, this is yours today. And whether you need it for actual function or whether it's just that sense or aura you need to hold on yourself, that's what you should be doing.
Well, the king, what can I say? You rule intellectually. People look up to you. You could lead a charge right now if you wanted to. You could lead people on some project or goal, spearhead something new. This is an intellectual high point for you, If there's anything that requires any mental, serious work that you are doing, this is the time to do it, This is the time to maybe do some self-analysis as well. But I feel here that really it's others that may need your advice or expertise in some area. So don't be shy about sharing it. I don't think the King of Swords is. So, and do it with, and also again, I don't even think I have to say this with the King of Swords, is because they know that there are times where, hey, we can feel, but without letting our emotions, get the better of us, and we can channel our feelings into making really smart decisions. And
it's confidence and clarity.
yeah. So good luck with that, Andrea. Good energy there.
And that means that we are on Sally.
You're on Sally and then Violet. Thank you, Violet. You try. If I ever look at my screen enough.
He's semi-awake. His eyes are open, but he just seems so chill right now. And of course, when I pet him, he closes his eyes and just sort of dreams and purrs.
I know I shuffled first.
He wants you.
He always wants me. Honestly, these cats, they don't cut me any slack anymore. I can't even put my coffee on the table most days because there are two of them, Shadow and Sunny, are constantly here. I can barely have my computer on the table because goodness knows they must get all the attention. All the time, 24/7. Woo! Sally, you've got the Seven of Wands. In its most favorable aspects, the Seven of Wands is like being on top of things, being in a good place right now. Spirit says, if you aren't experiencing it at the moment, you will be more on top of things, have everything under control. Things might try to overwhelm you, get the better of you, but you manage to stay above the fray. Whether it's people that are vying for your attention or your work, or whether it's, just your own responsibilities and things in your life that you have to take care of or manage. You stand above it all.
Spirit says that this happens regardless of whether or not there is any actual conflict or consternation of any sort, that this may be more just of a spiritual reflex on your part to really put yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally a little bit above whatever else is going on. It's a sort of a sense of aloofness or of being able to tune out what you don't need and tune in on what you do need. And what you need to tune in on now is the sense of where your strengths are best utilized, how you can employ those strengths to keep yourself stable and keep yourself moving ahead towards goals, etc.
Sunny's getting a little frisky with my wand. Well, look at that. She also has this bubble around her here, this bubble of protection. It's almost as if, it's like your Teflon in a pan, that things just can slide off of you right now. You're not going to let anything disturb your peace, your sense of togetherness, and your sense of staying on top of things. So good energy there. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Sally. So, right. I don't know if you saw that there, but they were 9 years old, their sibling cats.
He hasn't confirmed that officially yet. They could be 10. There is some room for doubt here. You never looked at the paperwork, and neither did I. We had questions. I think he's right that they're 9. I do, but I'm going to have to check their paperwork just to be sure. One of these days I'll get in that file cabinet. I'm just lazy. No, I just have other things I've been doing. Ah. All right. You're welcome, Sally. Violet Lotus, let's see what we've got for you. Oops. Well, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm not going to say anything. Go ahead. Let's see what we get. Yes! It's the Hierophant, Violet. Interesting. What I was actually going to say, but I did not want to jinx your reading at all, is that I don't believe we've had a single repeat card in this whole show.
Don't think so.
I don't think so, which is kind of unusual. We usually get a lot of repeats.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we have the Hierophant here for you. Are you just the master right now? This is spiritual mastery in a way. This is also maybe, maybe consulting with some of the spiritual masters that you communicate with.
In this context, I think what she just said is probably the most important part, because the Hierophant talks about, things that sort of align us. And I think this is about a spiritual alignment with the forces you work with. So I don't think this is about necessarily conformity in the usual sense or conventionality in the usual sense. I think this is really about aligning yourself with spiritual forces that teach you or that you share with, or that you help others access as well.
Well, and if it is about some type of conformity or structure, I think what this card is indicating is that choose a kind of structure that allows you to ascend higher. Mm-hmm. In other words, it doesn't limit you. Structures, can contain things, but make sure there's like an escape hatch on this one where you can ascend higher, to higher purposes and higher grounds. That stairway is leading you up to even more, knowledge and wisdom.
It is a more or less big departure from the regular Hierophant card. The regular Hierophant card often makes you feel that there's, some sort of pope or female pope looking over you and sort of saying, this is the way, this is the way. And this card is saying well, we think the way's up there and that's the direction we want you to go, but you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
And that's what we have for you, Violet. Hi, Celia. Nice to see you here. Unfortunately, we can't read for you because the list is closed. We just did our last reading for the day. And I just realized I forgot to bring out my Namaste deck. I guess there'll be no Namaste reading today. Although I have something else nearby I think I'll use instead. But what we're going to do is pull a card for ourselves. We always do that. So that's what we have for you, Violet. That was a nice card. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot them. My brain. The ironic thing about this is, as bad as my memory has gotten the last few days, I've been very creative. I've been on a creative whirl. I just wrote some things for a project I'm working on. This project is actually compiling a lot of old stuff together in one place, but I added some new stuff that I created, and so I think I can't multitask my brain anymore. If it's on a creative bend, that's where my head is, and it's not on remembering what's going on around me, I guess. All right, Mr. O, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to pull a card for you.
Oh, joy.
See how I jinx things? It's the first repeat card. But if we got to have a repeat, that's not a bad one. Look at Mr. O throwing that wand in the air and heading off to work today. No.
I am.
Well, he is. But I don't think that's necessarily about that. Mr. O has been really expanding himself and his projects and goals in certain areas, which, for example, like interfaith, and you've been, some of these things may lead to new beginnings for you. You've also been commiserating and collaborating with some older, contacts of ours, like you're going to something tonight,
That's true.
and making networking and connections again, revitalizing them.
It's kind of interesting because it's literally Beltane Eve or almost.
Yeah.
And I appear to be the only man invited to this gathering. Should I be scared? I'm thinking of that Harvest Home novel and movie from years ago. Oh, if you don't see me again.
I'll miss you.
You probably sold me out to them.
I've already rewritten the intro to be the Banshee. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. But at any rate, this is very positive. Good news is coming to you, and it's probably due to things you have set in motion. All right, my turn, Mr. O. I will get the tarot of that. I'll get some affirmations we can end the show with for everybody today.
All right.
In place of the Namaste blessing.
It's at a coffee shop that's about 2 counties away, but it's not a horribly long drive. I'm probably going to go there after work. I get off work and then I'll head over there. I might make a stop at a store along the way. But, and I don't get with these people very often, so I think we saw them at the last PPD about a year ago.
That's right.
All right, so what does
Well, do say hi to her for me.
I will.
What do you got?
The 5 of Swords.
No. Spin it, Mr. Scorpio. Spin it.
I think, Spirit is saying you've been really under the gun in certain respects, pushing yourself to a new standard or pushing yourself to a lot more activity. And Spirit is saying, you can relax a little bit. You have done the initial work and now some of these things are set in motion, and it really will provoke mental energies too. And this is some of your projects. I know we haven't talked about it lately, but you still have some of your own projects I assist you with, the tarot talks and things like that, as well as the book writing we're doing. So I think Spirit is saying you're moving ahead, and if anything seems to be nagging at you, nipping at you, you can mostly ignore it. I think Spirit is giving you the go-ahead to ignore it.
No, I don't think I can ignore it. I think I have to stand up and fight for it, is what Spirit's saying, even though it's happy hour.
This is my reading. No.
I think this is about fighting for my my appeal on the test that they won't cover for my cancer.
Ooh.
Sometimes you have to stand up and fight the system, and there can be good outcomes when you do so. Sometimes there is a no-win, but if you can stand up and try to fight for what you believe is right, that's something.
There is a truth.
So I feel like there may be no win in this situation. I'm just not at all surprised to see this card right now.
There is a truth in what you're saying, because really what you're talking about is the only area of your life where maybe there is some sort of sense of conflict or unease.
So yes, so I do see it. Spirit's acknowledging that and saying, one way or another, you are right in this. You are right in this in whichever way this turns out. So I can deal with that. I can walk away with my head held high so long as I stand up for myself. I love it. So, Mr. O, I shuffled. I want you to pull a card for everybody, and let's close the show. You got to get going.
I know.
Holy moly. We talked a lot today, though, didn't we?
We did.
Oh, it's the Emperor. Yay.
The Emperor. I am achievement. I have the power to translate my dreams into reality. I order and structure my life to create a stable base for my activities. Third one.
I define limits and establish boundaries for myself and for my world to smooth my relationships and protect my inner authority. I respect my vision, use my reason to prepare a plan, and act in disciplined ways to achieve my ambitions.
I value my accomplishments. I honor my success. I'm sorry. Well, sometimes I laugh at my success too. And I use my experience to empower others. And that is so important because that's really one of the biggest reasons why we do what we do. I am so touched that people like Jagdeep have stayed to the end to say that.
Aww.
Or Sally, who came at the end too. You know, you guys make it all worthwhile for us. I know that's true.
Be the ruler of your destiny, is the bottom line here. Just realize, too, you deserve, to feel your power, be in your power, but use it wisely. Use it for, the benefit of you, the benefit of those you love, and, hey, be the ruler you were meant to be. And
so
that's what we have for everybody.
That's our show.
That's our show.
We gotta
run.
Gotta hit the road.
Take care, everybody. Hope to see a lot of you tomorrow. And if not, we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.